Hello, I'm John Eldridge, and welcome to the Ransomed Heart audio podcast. For more information on Ransomed Heart Ministries, our resources and events, please visit us online at www.ransomedheart.com. Friends, welcome to the Ransomed Heart podcast here. Happy New Year. Happy 2012. And with me again today is Craig McConnell.
Thank you, John. And this year's going to be different. I'm gonna lose weight. I'm going to be kinder. I'm going to balance my checkbook, eat more vegetables, maintain the car, and
show up to work on time?
Oh, that's never been a problem. It's the 3 martini lunches I'm going to try and cut back on.
Did you just give us your list of New Year's resolutions?
Yeah, every year.
Come on. Oh, my goodness. You heard it, friends. You heard it here first. Do you really make New Year's resolutions?
Not anymore. Well, actually, the truth is I hate New Year's because it's just a trail of broken resolutions. It's a long history.
Yes.
But the truth is, there's something inside me that wants to find some turning point and say that I'm going to pivot on this day.
Don't we all?
Oh, probably.
Don't we all? Especially after coming through either the exhaustion or the gluttony, or the excessive spending, and now we're even more deeply in debt of the holiday season. You know, everybody rushes in the new year. The books come out, the talk shows, everybody.
My organizer.
Yeah.
Time management.
Exactly.
How about you?
Exactly. Oh, I gave them up. I mean, making New Year's resolutions feels like a setup for failure. And let me tell you what I do instead now. And this has been really, really cool. My new practice is somewhere around the beginning of the new year. I try and do it literally on New Year's Day, but it doesn't always work out to that. Sometimes I'll do it on New Year's Eve. But somewhere within this week, I'll sit down and just get quiet before God, and I'll ask Him for the theme of the year. Not so much counsel, direction, what am I supposed to do with my life this year, yada, 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 but more just simply, Jesus, is there a theme to this year for you and me or for my life? And here's how profound this has been. 2 years ago, the word that I heard was restoration. He just gave me one word, restoration. And I didn't know it, but that was the year that I ended up taking a sabbatical. And I had a 4-month sabbatical that was medically required. It was emotionally necessary. It was spiritually too late almost, but it was wonderful. And I didn't know. But how beautiful of Jesus to speak that word in the beginning, because then what I began to do was just pray in agreement with it. Okay, Jesus, yes, then I agree with you. Restoration this year, restoration. Last year, in 2011, as I was praying, the phrase that I heard from Jesus, it was 2 words, and He said, my glory. My glory. And that one was a little more puzzling because I couldn't connect it directly. But then I realized that last January, I was finishing writing Beautiful Outlaw, and it would come out last year, and we would be doing the webcast and the podcasting and all of that. Right, yes, of course, this is about your glory. But Jesus also did something really profound with that too when He describes in John 17, He says to the Father, I give my followers my glory so that they may be one with us as we are one. Not His glory in terms of His praise, but literally His glory in terms of His beauty and goodness and life and holiness. That's normally what glory means. His fullness, His abundance, His power. And so it proved to be a year of that. It was great. So maybe instead of New Year's resolutions, maybe to sit with Jesus and ask Him for the theme of your year.
Well, 2 options. So try once again to buck up and change your life in ways that you have a 40-year history of not fulfilling. Or go off, be with God, and simply say, what do you have to say about this year?
Yes.
And is that how you do it, John?
Yeah, literally.
Yeah.
Just what's the tone? What's the theme? What do you want to say to me going into this year?
Wow.
And then write it down, friends. Write it down. Write it down someplace that you'll see it often. Tape it to your computer screen, the bathroom mirror. I actually have last year still pinned up on my bulletin board, and it's, a 2x3 foot sheet of paper because I forget, right? I forget. And so whatever it is that God is speaking or bringing to you in this new year, write it down, put it out there, let it be a theme.
And then how does that work for the year? Do you look at that and go, restoration, Lord? Do you kind of check in? What are you doing there?
Exactly. What should I do for my restoration? Or what are you doing, Lord, with your glory? I just agree with it in prayer. I just literally make agreement with it. Yes, Lord, let this be a year of, what is it? Love, reconciliation, healing, health, life. Yes, Lord, what are you saying? And you make agreement with it. Yeah, don't just pin it up there and then, notice it in July. Right, but make agreement with it, live in it, walk with it. It might be a really sweet way for Jesus to set the tone for your new year.
Okay. Well, thank you for joining us. You'll have to check back in with us and see whether I've made the switch from trying hard to lose weight, eat more vegetables, and balance my checkbook, or whether I have taken the time to ask Jesus, Lord, what do you want to say? What's your word for me this year? What are you up to? That'd be a big switch for me. As it is, walking with God, there's just a lot of disruption and changes, and we want to help you along the way and invite you to come to ransomheart.com and just look through the barrel of resources we have to help you in your walk with Christ. We look forward to just continuing our journey with you, and we'll chat next week.